Hey guys, so if you guys have been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that I really enjoy the Sephora Pro palettes, the eyeshadow palettes they've come out with, and I am very happy to announce that they have now released some Pro face palettes in 3 different shades. So if you guys would like to see swatches and try on of these Pro face palettes from Sephora, then just keep watching. Okay, so if you guys have been watching my Instagram stories, I did try out the deep palette on my daughter and it looked beautiful. Let me show you what it looks like inside and just tell you my thoughts. My daughter has, I would say, like medium brown skin tone. This palette for the most part looked beautiful on her. The Epic shade was dark enough to contour for her. It has like enough of a gray undertone that I was able to give her that shadowed look. The Jet Setter did a nice job of warming up the skin, so it worked really well as a bronzer. These 3 worked really well as blushes. They're a little intense, so you want to use them sparingly. And I used this one as a blush topper to give her just a bit of glow on the cheeks, and it looked beautiful. This one as a highlight on brown skin, gorgeous. And then this one, which I wasn't exactly sure what to do with it, I did put it on the cheeks and then realized that wasn't the most flattering look for her, so I ended up putting it on the inner corners of her eyes, and it made her eyes look so big, so beautiful. My daughter's only 7, and we did it one time for just like a fun community event. It's not a daily thing for her, but she's starting to like it when mommy does her makeup. So this is a beautiful inner corner highlight, and I really like the blush shades. These are great on like brown skin tones. I think they did a really great job on the shades in this deep palette, and granted I can't try it on myself, but I tried it on my daughter. I thought it looked beautiful. So those of you with deeper skin tones, if you have tried this, please leave comments down below. Let me know if you also like it. I'm just speaking from a mom's experience, not personal experience with this particular palette. The other 2 are the light and the medium palette, so I thought that we would play with these today on my skin tone, because normally I am fair to light, but since it's summer or on the tail end of summer, I have a little bit of color, so I thought maybe I could dip into some of the medium shades. So let's open these up and see what we're working with. And I should mention, it is an exclusive Sephora Pro Complexion Enhancer palette with 8 expertly curated shades, including highlight, blush, bronzer, and contour, to customize and finish your entire look. And they all come with like an instruction sheet if you don't know how to contour, bronze, etc. It gives you ideas and suggestions on how to use these colors, which is nice. Same with their eye palettes. The writing is different on each, so the light one has the lightest metallic writing, the medium has the medium shade writing, and the deep one has the deepest pink writing. So let's dip into the light first and see what we're working with here. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell you these blush shades are too light for me, so this is like fair light. So we have this bright pink, really pretty shade here. We've got Showtime, which I don't know if that's meant to be a blush or a highlight, but it's a very sparkly pink. We have Glambitious, which would be really pretty on fair skin tone. I might actually be able to get some use out of that one, maybe later on. We have a really nice cool tone contour shade, which looks a little too ashy for my skin tone right now. And then we have this lighter shade for bronzer, but I feel like all of these are a little too light for me. And then a beautiful highlight, which I mean will be beautiful when I have my fairer shade. So I'm gonna say that this one will work wonderfully when my tan fades. So I think I'm gonna go with the medium palette today. So this is what the medium palette looks like right here. So pretty. All right, so we've got Basil for blush, Flossy, Fabulosity, and then, so here are the 3 blush shades. Whew, they are pretty. Then we have Groundbreaking, and I believe this is like a contour and bronzer in one, because I don't really see a contour shade in here. And then we have multiple highlight options. So here are the highlight options, which all look beautiful. These could probably be blush toppers as well. So I'm going to use this one just to warm up the face, and then I'll pick one of these for blush and then we'll check out the highlights. And I have new brushes from Juno and Co that I am trying out. So I'm just gonna zoom through this and see what we think. Let's start off with some bronzer. And it has a nice large mirror in here, which I like. Okay, so the groundbreaking bronzer did a nice job of warming up the face. It's not as pigmented as I expected. It still took a bit of building up, but once it's on the skin, it looks like a nice shade for me. So if you're a little bit deeper than me, you may want to go with the deep palette versus this one because it isn't the most intense and it is a bit on the warm side. So it's not really doing anything for contouring. It's just kind of bronzing up the skin a bit. So now let's jump into blush. I think I'm going to go with Flossy, this one right here. Okay, the blush is more pigmented than I expected, so looks nice. And now let's jump into highlight. So for highlight, I think I want to start with this apricot-y one down here, and then maybe to highlight the high points, I'll go with this kind of yellow tone one. That looks really nice on top of this kind of like corally blush. Pretty. The highlights are intense and really pretty. I'm gonna try a little bit of Bougie, that yellowy one on top. Woo, that is straight up yellow, guys. You see this? Straight up yellow. So you probably would like this one if you have a bit of a deeper skin tone. I don't quite think it's for me. And don't mind the skin. I'm trying a new powder today, not loving it. So just bear with me if my face makeup looks a little off. So this one, I like the blushes. I like the one highlight. This one might work for my skin tone, but it might be a bit too dark. Yeah. This one here, Too Glam, is too dark because when I look in the mirror straight on, I see a stripe of brown on my face. So it doesn't work for the lighter side of skin tones. But if you have a deeper skin tone than me, it might look beautiful on you. Like I said, I'm just using these because I felt like the other ones weren't going to be strong enough on my slightly tan skin. But I like the other blushes. I like the kind of bronzer shade, and I like the one highlight. So there's a few in here I wouldn't get any use out of. I wouldn't get any use out of this one or this one. But the rest of them seem to be nice, so no complaints here. I'm just going to dip into this cool tone contour one here and see if I can contour my cheeks a little bit since the other one was too warm to do that. It works to contour, but it is very, very ash tone. It's almost looking gray on my skin. So it works, but it's not the most flattering color for my skin tone. So if you have a similar skin tone to me, I'm not sure you're gonna like this one as a contour shade. It's quite muddy looking, I would say, and not very natural. Let's try the Paparazzi highlight on the nose. Okay, that's Glitter Central. We're striking out here, guys. Alright, so fair skin, I think the blushes are really pretty. I don't think I'd get any use out of this pink one, or the contour shade. So I'd say 5 out of the 8 shades I would be able to use. The medium tone palette, I would say I would use this one as a shadow, this one as an inner corner highlight, and probably this one as a shadow, but the other ones I could use on my face. So again, I could use about 5 out of the 8 on my face. And then the deep tone one obviously is not for my skin tone at all, but they are beautifully stunning colors. I mean, look at this red one. I mean, it's just so pretty. That would look amazing as a highlight or a shadow. It's just so pretty. And then again, this glitzy blue one, it's just so fun. So I think these are really nice quality palettes. I would recommend them. I really enjoy my Pro Palette shadow palettes from Sephora. While they all do kind of look the same in the drawer, that's my only complaint, is that I have to pull all of them out, look at the color of the Sephora writing, and then figure out what they are. I mean, they are labeled on the back, but from a front glance, they all look very similar. So I just wish that perhaps they had like a clear lid so you could see into them and know what they are right away, or if perhaps the like spine had a different color or something, just to help identify which is which. But I do like these. I think they're good palettes, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of them applied to the face in action. If you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.